guys, it's James. All students have one thing in common, and it is stress. It is also something that not only affects students, but every living person. Everybody has stress over something. They might not feel it, but it certainly exists. Now, I will introduce to you the typical stressors and how you can cope with them. First up is grades. As students, we all stress over grades, but what really causes the stress is our laziness. There are no dumb people in this world. There are only the people who are not so fortunate. In other words, people who have physical and mental disabilities. And again, these people are not stupid. Take people who live on the streets. Imagine the difficulties they have to overcome. The abilities to cope with these difficulties are enough to prove that they are not dumb. In fact, it is much more difficult to overcome these difficulties than just keeping good grades. I am not saying that keeping good grades is easy. I know it's hard, but you can make it easier if you start to stop updating your Snapchat or Instagram or checking your Pokemon Go when you're doing your work. Beside these things, there are a list of things that could help you to overcome your stress. First up is time managing. That's what helped me the most. Just plan out your schedule on a piece of paper and follow it as it says every day, and it will definitely help you. And just a quick reminder, time is money. Time isn't just a concern for students, it's for everybody. Because without time, you cannot accomplish anything. And if you don't accomplish anything, you get stress. And that pretty much shows how important time managing is. Besides time, one thing you should do is to find a good thing to do during your spare time, because you do need a break from all the work in order to work more and to work efficiently. Therefore, you should tell your parents that you need to get that play. I play video games, and I think it really helps me to cope with my stress, because when I'm in a highly intensive game, I will think more and I will react more, and after that, my brain would be kind of relaxed because I've been put under such a heavy load of processing work in a short period of time. In other words, try finding something that you like to do because it certainly helps with your stress. And besides that, it will make your life better because you're more entertained and you can make friends from that too. I know that many of your parents don't like what you like, meaning that they won't accept or, you know, agree with what you do. In other words, you gotta talk them through it. Like I talked to my mom. My mom refused to me playing video games, but I talked her through it. I told her that it's beneficial for me because it increases my decision making time, and yeah, and it's only a small percentage of people that gets really addicted to games. One quick hint to you, and it is listen to music because music helps you relax. And not it only helps you relax, it also makes you smarter. Studies has proven that playing instruments like piano or violin actually expands to some parts of your brain. One thing worth mentioning is speech. It's something that lots of people stress over. And one quick tip for you to overcome the stress is having a good mindset. And that mindset is the ability to say to yourself, I am not scared, and I am not afraid to say what I'm about to say. One thing to be aware of when you're dealing with stress is to stay away from drugs, because a lot of people are tempted to use drugs to conceal their feelings towards a certain subject, and that feeling of stress. Drugs will not only worsen the stress and makes your body unhealthy. I know a lot of people who likes being perfect, and being perfectionist is the number one factor of stress because you want everything to be so perfect. But think before you act. Take my words for that because you might cause yourself unneeded stress. Stay fit, eat healthy. That's gonna lessen a lot of problems for you because once you get healthy, you're gonna avoid all those health problems. And those health problems obviously are not gonna bother you anymore. And you won't have to worry about. Now moving on to my favorite topic. It's about social stress. That's what I'm feeling right now because in fact I just moved over to US from Canada and I have a difficulty finding people to chat with um, at a close range and it's just really hard for me. But I overcame it by going on the net and going to school, searching for people who has the same hobbies, and I eventually overcame it. I think the problem is that a lot of people are just too shy to walk up to people and interact. I know it's really hard because I felt the same. It's just kind of awkward when you just walk up to people and even just to say hi to people that you don't really know. Um, it's really hard. But if you overcome that, it will be easy. And obviously, your social life is going to increase, and your overall life quality will increase as well. Out of the list, I think that time is the most important thing. When you keep your time in order, then you keep your life in order. Remember that, and peace out, guys.